Hi, today I'm going to show you a video about doing a garden with straw bales. Alright, I've already got this garden set up, but it's good for if you don't have a lot of space or you don't have a rototiller. It's really convenient, and the produce that you get from this is really nice. So, like I said, I've already got 6 bales set up. And what you do is, when you set a bale of straw out, one end, when you're sitting on the end, not the flat end, but where the bale of twine goes around the side, not like if it's laying flat, it would be on the top. So you've got your bale string going around on the side, and one end has cut ends and the other end is folded over. So you want to have the cut end up, and you want to buy some bone meal, and you apply, I don't know, maybe a couple cups of bone meal to each bale of straw. After you get that done, you water it, and then you add some kind of good topsoil. And for probably about a week or so after that, you would water these bales every day to help decomposition. So if this is something you're interested in and want to follow along, please subscribe. This is a new channel for me, and I'm trying to make it work, and I'd appreciate any subscribers that I could get. Me and my dogs, I have 2 King Corsos, well, 1 King Corso and 1 half King Corso, and they're all the time out here. My neighbor just yelled at me because my 1 King Corso snuck under the fence onto her property. So here you see, I've got all kinds of stuff lined up on the fence so she can't squeeze under. And these are supposed to be posts for my garden. Now they're posts to hold Sully in my yard. She's a little something or other. Anyways, let me go to the house and I'll bring them out and introduce you to them. They're really good dogs, except for the fact she's learned that she can get under the fence, which is almost impossible to stop. So let's go get them. I have a half an acre yard out here. It's a long walk, especially if you have like walking issues. So here we are, and let's get them out. Come on, girls. So here we have one, the little getawayer. Come here. This is Sully, my little sneak around escape artist, and the other one is Layla. She's such a good dog. She's the half King Corso. Her daddy was full bred brindle, brown brindle, but everybody thinks she's a Rottweiler, which she is not, but she's an awfully good dog. And then we've got Miss Mischief here, Sally, who came from an Amish family, the run of the litter, and I felt sorry for the poor baby. Yeah, sorry, my butt. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. We're going back to the garden. I'm hoping to be able to help anybody out there that's never done a real garden. Last year when I did this, I had incredible produce. I couldn't believe it. I watched videos on it, and I thought, I'm gonna try that. And sure enough, I had gigantic tomatoes. And you know, even if you want to get just 1 bale, you could probably put it right out on a patio and just figure out something that the or even get a tomato cage and stick it in the bale and put a tomato in there. And I know you would have great results. Look at her. She's looking to get into something. Get into something. Alright. So after you do your bone meal in your bale of straw, I put on top of mine, like last year when I was collecting leaves up off of my yard, I lined this whole garden. I used to till it up every year, and I dumped all my leaves in here. So now the dirt in this garden is really, really good, but I don't feel like dealing with weeds, which is what it would end up being. So I took some of that and I mixed it with some garden soil that Miracle Grow makes, and you top off the top of the bales. I just put a dirt bed on them, as you can see, for getting into it. Hey, don't eat that. It's not good for you. No, no. No, no. Get away from there. Go on. Get out. Not good. No good for you. Make you sick. So I have got all these posts to put around my garden and fence it in just so Sully couldn't get into things. Well, I had to use all my posts because she's gone under the neighbor's yard. Over to the neighbor's yard. And the neighbor just yelled out at me so nasty. Karen! I'm like, oh my God. So I look around and sure enough, there's the escape artist over on her lawn. I mean, it wasn't 5 seconds, I don't think. And she was yelling at me. Unbelievable. So, I've had to use all my stakes that I got for this garden. Instead, for her, so she wouldn't escape. So my other option is to tie her up. And when I tie her up out here, her nose is bent out of shape, boy. She just does not like that. If you can see in the background, I have a rope back there tied to the bush. I had to use it once, but I don't know. I don't like tying my dog up. So, anyhow, back to this. All right, so, okay, this other bed over here. This I got at Tractor Supply, and I filled it up half with wheat, or the lawn mix, the leaves that I got up off the lawn last year, and half with the garden soil from Miracle Grow. And this one has, I needed to bring my stakes out and mark this. This one is cauliflower, which is an early plant, good for cold nights, and it won't, they won't die off. They like cold weather. The next one is spinach. You see, and what I did was I just sprinkled all across the top some seeds and watered, and then when they start to grow, what I'll do is I'll thin them out so that they have enough room to all grow. And the next one is carrots. I planted that there. Same thing, sprinkled them liberally all over, and then I'll go through and weed them out, make them, so that they're not crowded. And the last one is cabbage, which definitely likes cold weather. Same thing, sprinkle them liberally, water, add water, and that's it. So when they start to grow, we will thin them out. So this is the first stage. Watch the dogs fighting. So then We gotta get down and get the hose. This is how they like to play. Look at them. You guys are goofy. You guys are goofy. Goofballs. Let's go get the hose. Now, I don't have a truck, so I have a Toyota RAV4, which is like an SUV, and I use the back of it like a truck. I haul wood in it for my wood stove, and I brought the bales of straw over in there. Now I do have a canvas that goes, actually how I do that is I put the seats down in the back, and I had somebody cut out a plywood insert that would go over that to make the base of the bed, which covers my seats. And then I put a canvas that I had from an old boat we used to have. And that's how I haul things. It's really easy. So right now, I do not have tomatoes, and this is April, into April. I do not have tomatoes planted in here, it's too early, but they do need to be started. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna water these again today. This one here has the things that I plan on putting cucumbers here, so that the vines can grow up onto that. And last year I did it and it worked out good. I was able to come out and stand and pick them. I didn't have to root through masses of stuff on the ground to find them. They're sort of hanging like bunches of grapes, which is really nice. So after I get these watered, I'll pretty much be done for today. I need to add a little bit more dirt on the top of these too, because when you put the bone meal on them, like I said, it helps for decomposition. And I thought, oh my goodness, what am I going to do with these things through the summer after the growing season's over? You know, through fall and winter and everything, and then next summer. But you never believe, they decomposed right down to the ground like they were never there. I was so surprised. And the soil that you get from that is like really, really good. So if you should want to plant stuff into the ground, you know, it really fertilizes for you. I do have onions that I'm planning on putting in, which need to be in now. So as soon as I do this, I'm going to get them. I have to find a place to do it. Maybe I'll do it in my next video. We'll have the onions planted. How to buy your onions. And how to plant them. So like, if you want to help me out, subscribe and like, and I would truly appreciate it. And my dogs would too. Thank you so much.